Stay down here for a little bit, make sure it holds on. Let me see if I can find that string. Oh, no, there's stuff there.
Yeah, so I mean,
Stick right here.
more guys.
I'm gonna raise it so they can see the speaker up there.
Is it still connected?
Yeah, it's still connected.
Okay.
And those points, those points would have made them the number one. They would have won all their meets and stuff. But not having a relay, they got first place in all their individuals. You know, that's not enough points. One relay is not We're not sure. I mean, he's right now with his position right now. He's got about $10,000 in scholarship. He's got one private scholarship. He's got the Oregon Promise Grant, which is, more based on need basically by the state. And then he's got this tuition grant. And the total cost to go there is going to be, I think, about $14,000 a year. But we haven't heard back on the number of scholarships.
What's the name of the stream?
I don't know how to see that. Yeah, it's like high school graduation.
High school graduation.
It's on Mr. Jessen's. It's Eric Jessen's channel.
Oh, it's on. Okay.
But, if we're going to stay in Spokane, there is no good unless they go running gigs. So, the best I can do is get into good schools like college, you know what I mean? Cove, and then I don't have to worry about it. That's what a lot of these ESD staff do. They only work 4 days a week. It's not even full time. They're just like, I don't care. I work my 4 days. I love the schools I see, and I don't care about it. And that's pretty much what I've asked them to do. So offer me 4 days a week, 2 days a week, I don't care. And if you do that, I'll consider signing the contract.
Hello, you made it back.
Alright. I found it. Let me know if you need anything else.
All right. Thank you. I'm just standing. You better. I swear to God. Yeah. Move it over.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for attending the Cove High School 2022 graduation. At this time, we have Trisha Tucker here to sing our national anthem.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Before we start, I'd like to acknowledge our new freshman class. The 8th grade has completed their promotion this last week, and you'll find our new freshman class on the back of your programs today, and we just want to welcome them to Cove High School. Big round of applause for our new 8th grade. These amazing banners were made and donated for Cove graduates by Northwood Manufacturing Outdoor RV. A big thank you to Lance Rinker and Tim Lawrence at Northwood for your time, materials, and generous donation. Thank you to photographer Susan Baird for your many hours spent to ensure quality photos. The seniors, as well as the entire community, are very appreciative and would like to recognize Susan with a special gift, a hanging basket of flowers located right down there. Thank you, Susan. This year's senior slideshow was put together by Maggie Frisch. It is also available for your viewing pleasure by going to the Cove School District website. The drawing of the class on the front of the program is by the very talented Coy Wadsworth. A big thank you to Lisa Murchison and Ted McBride as our senior advisors, and as well as the planning and setup of this event. And finally, another thank you to teachers, parents, grandparents, and others who have spent the years leading up to today guiding, nurturing, mentoring, and developing the fine group of seniors that we honor here today. Thank you. Today marks the completion of many years of hard work and dedication to get to this point. It is amazing how time passes. For many of these seniors, time probably felt as though it had stopped the majority of this school year. Soon, they will be going on the way to realize their bright futures, and time will continue to pass as it always does. We have a group of seniors here that is quite unique and are going different directions in their lives. What they all now share is carrying on the proud tradition of graduating from Cove High School. This class is resilient, they are determined, they're driven. They have incredible things ahead of them, and I am very proud to have had the opportunity to get to know them. Seniors, this is your day, and a day to enjoy friends and family. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. At this time, I would like to introduce this year's salutatorian, Trinity Getman.
Good morning to my fellow students and to the dedicated teachers, loving parents, family, and friends who could all make it. It's a beautiful day for graduation. Now, I could go back and reminisce up here. There's certainly a lot that I could say about the past 4 years. But instead, I think it's more important that we look ahead to the next 4 years. Where will they take us? College, vocational school, serving our country. Wherever we end up, we should all make sure that the word success is associated with whatever we do. We must focus on improving our own futures and setting a good example for those that follow us. We are tomorrow's leaders, and we should be tomorrow's positive images. Every one of our actions should send a clear message, one that says, wherever we end up, whatever we have or do not have, we can achieve greatness together. The poet Ralph Waldo Emerson tells us, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and blaze a trail." Those words ring true into today and into tomorrow. We must all keep moving forward, forging our own trails into a brighter future. Instead of taking them with us, we should leave behind our past accomplishments as waypoints to guide those who come after us on the path to success. And if any of those gathered here today ever feel at any point that their trail is becoming too difficult to walk, don't panic. Remember that life can always get better if you have the right tools and the courage to use them. Tools such as a positive attitude, a good education, true friends, and fierce determination, all of which were given to us by our time here at Cove High School. It is now up to the class of 2022 to go forth into that brighter future and to leave behind the impression of never having given up. Our community is counting on us. Excellence in anything is always the result of hard work, and we aren't afraid to work hard. We will make our dreams a reality by going towards them, not by waiting for them to come to us. My class and I thank all of the teachers and administrators who worked so hard for us, who gave us a good education and a clean, organized environment in which to learn. We wouldn't have made it this far without you all. We also extend our gratitude to the parents, the grandparents, and the siblings, cousins, aunts, and uncles who supported us all through our studies and sports and who never gave up on us. We wouldn't be here without you all. And to my fellow students, good luck in all of your endeavors, and remember, this is only the beginning. I now give the podium to Rachel Baird.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to start off by thanking my friends and family, as well as our staff and community members for everything they have done to help me get here. I truly could not have done it without you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rachel Baird, and I am pleased to be able to speak in front of you today. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." Momentum is an important part of life. If you slow down, then it's hard to keep going. Momentum also has a big impact on your success in the classroom, with your sports team, at your job, and even with your relationships. All of us have experienced getting an F on a test, losing a big game, getting fired, or falling out of a relationship. But what's important isn't the bad things that happen to us. It's how we respond to them that matters. Don't dwell on the things that you cannot control, and always try to make the best of your situation and the cards that you've been dealt. Although I've mainly focused on moving forward in life instead of reminiscing about the past, don't be afraid to look back on your past experiences and memories. You only get to go through high school once, but some of our most memorable moments take place there. Today is an example of one of those moments, as well as your first day of school as a freshman, your first high school dance, or your first time competing for clubs or sports. While most, if not all of us, won't miss turning in assignments, doing presentations, or taking tests, we should all take the time to appreciate everything that we accomplished, all that we learned, and our friends that we made along the way during our time in high school. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, use what you have learned to help guide you through challenging times. Try new things and don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. As John Osoroff once said, a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Keep moving forward in life, and whether you want to be a history teacher, an electrician, a cosmetologist, an underwater welder, or even Rambo in Ethan's case, don't be afraid to chase after your dreams. Thank you. I would now like to present Miss Maggie Frisch, our co-valedictorian.
Like former speakers, I would like to take a moment to thank all of the people who have dedicated their time and energy to getting myself as well as my classmates where we are today. It is with your help that we have and will achieve great things. In the last 18 years, I've received endless amounts of advice. Some of it asked for, some of it unsolicited, and the rest of it I never knew I needed. Two pieces of advice have stuck with me as I've gone through my day-to-day life. Embrace the tough was my basketball team's motto my sophomore year. Our coach emphasized not letting the hard things in life stop us from achieving great things. The next piece of advice speaks to that success. Oddly enough, it wasn't really meant to be advice, but rather a quote meant to inspire. For those of you who don't know, I'm the FFA kid, and every year we attend a district leadership camp directed by our state and district officers. This year, I was lucky enough to be instructed by somebody who not only cared about making us better leaders, but also better people. She encouraged us to be servant leaders with a focus on how to best help the people around us. I don't recall who said it, or even if it was spoken, but the back of our camp t-shirts that year said live in purpose, on purpose. A short message with outstanding meaning and encourage making conscientious decisions that serve our why. Class of 2022, why do you choose to wake up every morning and pursue a goal? Perhaps Rachel's why is so that she can help athletes have the same athletic opportunities that she did. Maybe Audrey's why is so that she can help children achieve the same success she has found. I'm speculating as to their whys, but I do have faith that all of my classmates will find their whys, their purpose. There is no doubt that we will all face challenges, but I am confident that if we embrace the tough and live in purpose, on purpose, we will become wonderful servants to our communities. Class of 2022, I encourage you to find your purpose and chase your dreams. I would like to welcome back to the stage Ms. Rachel Baird, my co-valedictorian, and Mr. Levi Wiseman, our speaker for today.
So over the course of the school year, we decided to make a list of funny things that Mr. Wiseman has said. Some of them taken out of context, probably most of them. We are not going to read them aloud today.
Oh, come on.
But if you'd like to see the list, go ahead and ask him because we have it right here in a nice frame. And here's Mr. Wiseman.
That was close. Dung beetles. Though they're small, they may be, wait, that was a couple years ago. Success. Success is what we're talking about today. We made it. We made it. The success we celebrate today with you graduating high school and how to continue finding success throughout your life in a variety of situations is what I want to talk about today. 4 years ago, I got to talk with you at your 8th grade celebration, and I encouraged you to look to the dung beetle. We learned from the dung beetle that hard work in the right direction can do impressive things and achieve impressive results. Results like graduating from high school. It worked. The speech was a success. However, it's easy to focus on end results. The real reason we're here today, the reason why today is important, is not because of the paper we'll hand out. It's the entire process that led up to this moment. This is why tears will be shed. Today is special because of everything that has happened over the last 18 years. The important thing to focus our attention on then is not the end result, the goal, but instead to focus on the process, the behaviors that can lead up to successful results. Today, I'm going bigger than dung beetles. And no, I'm not just going to talk about dung, although that could be really fun to discuss. Let's look at the success of a group of organisms that contain the largest living thing on the planet, which actually lives quite close to here, the honey fungus. Fungus, yes, mold, mushrooms, and so much more. I'm sure many of you, when you hear fungus, develop an image of a mushroom. Whether it be a morel or a portobello, you see that above ground mushroom. And then we may imagine a mushroom that is the largest living thing on Earth and is like the size of a blue whale or a sequoia tree. The largest fungi is 4 square miles in size. And it's not a giant mushroom, sadly, out of a children's book. So what then really is a fungus? The truth is, mushrooms, the mushroom piece, is analogous to an apple on an apple tree. There's so much more to an apple tree than its apples. There's so much more to a fungus than its mushrooms. And for fungi, it's all happening in a hidden world under our feet. This is where we are going to learn about the true nature of success and happiness, the mycelium. Fungi don't have roots, instead they have mycelium, tiny threads that build a net throughout the soil, growing into tree roots, connecting the entire forest. The underground web is the fungus. 95% of the time, the fungus is just mycelium, no mushrooms. And this thread can span out over miles. This is how that humongous fungus in the Malheur forest gained the title of the largest organism on Earth. It is here that fungi, the mycelium, presents us with the keys to success. The vast network underground is not lazy, but instead it is the key to mushroom growth and vital to the forest as a whole. The mycelium are connected into roots of trees. The mycelium allow nutrients to be absorbed. They allow the exchange of energy and resources and allow communication. Yes, there's an underground internet, exchanging goods, information, and energy between fungi and even between trees. Take this, an insect bores into a tree here. The tree says, ah, right? Sends that ah scream down into the ground. The mycelium spread it throughout the forest, and everyone starts to prepare for their defenses. And then what does the fungus do? Does it just send the message? No, it shares and organizes the necessary energy and nutrients so the trees have a better chance of success. So the trees have a better chance of success. The tiny, simple threads of the fungi act in generosity and service to the whole. For what purpose? For what purpose? For the purpose of taking care of their home, for the purpose of community, for the purpose of being arguably the most successful organism on the planet. And it did it by focusing on the growth of the entire system. It did it through simplicity, generosity, and living for the benefit of others. As I started discussing fungi, we thought of mushroom. As I mentioned success, we likely think of money, A+ grades, cars, promotions. As I mentioned, the largest living thing is a fungus. We all had an image of an oversized mushroom the size of Mount Hood. When we try to focus on success, or when we try to be more successful, we focus on the oversized mansion. We have a tendency to look at the mushroom, to look at the product, an end result, and focus our attention solely on that piece. The grade, the score, the truck, the shoes, the fill in the thing that passes. That's not success, but a byproduct of success. A byproduct of a life of successful habits and behaviors. A single fungi doesn't make 100 mushrooms by focusing on making mushrooms, but by focusing on increasing the network of mycelium to benefit the whole. Graduation and the diploma has been the goal, but the part that's filled these years, the part that will really determine your future success and our future success, are the daily habits and behaviors. It's the community and network of growth, support, love, and correction. I want to compare your diploma to a mushroom as a sign of the work accomplished, a product of all that has happened to you over the last 18 years, and over the last 18 years by all of you. A mushroom only makes up 5% of the lifespan of a fungus. The other time is spent in the mycelium form. You are a product of mycelium. Identify with that. The learning, the growing, the corrections. The diploma is only made possible by that growth. This mushroom, the diploma, it is special but not nearly as significant and central to who you are now and who you will become, as is the mycelium we have developed and will continue to develop. So grow in all directions. Learn from everyone and everything. Share freely, serve others. Be interested in the big picture and involved in the little details. Suffering comes from a preoccupation with yourself. Happiness comes from thinking about others. That's a quote from Shantideva from the year 700. This stuff isn't new. Fungi have been saying it for much, much longer, before the time of humans. Simplicity, generosity, service. Lose the need to identify as the mushroom, the car, the grade, but instead identify as one working for the benefit of others. The grass is greenest where you water it. Next year, as you sit in class, you sign in for work, don't focus on the grade, don't focus on the paycheck, focus on gaining an understanding of every piece of the system and using that knowledge to benefit the system. This is the way of the mycelium, the reality of success and happiness, simplicity, generosity, and service. Congratulations, graduating class.
At this time, the graduating class will be passing out flowers to those that have helped them along the way and everything that comes with it. So thank you, everyone.
I think it means he's a gangster.
I'm pretty sure if you go to
There will be a vocabulary test after this. Thank you to Mr. Wiseman for his speech. So I hope everyone was taking notes. I think it'll be just fine. Each year we're thankful to have many groups that provide funds for local scholarships. The students do not know the recipients of many of the awards until they are presented this morning. Students, if you are graduates, if you hear your name, and you may hear your name more than once, please stand and be recognized. Scott Moore Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is given by application to a student who will be attending school in the fall. Scott was an Oregon State Police Sergeant at the time of his passing, and even though he never completed his own collegiate degree, he was a strong believer in education. Whether it was attending a university, community college, or trade school, he felt education opened doors to a more diverse life and interests. This year, the Moore family is awarding 2 $500 scholarships. Congratulations to Trinity Getman and Skylar Perkins. The Cove Employees Scholarship is given to a student who has shown an interest in becoming a teacher or working with children. The funds are by donation of the staff. This year, the recipient of the Cove Employees Scholarship is Audrey Garlitz. The Clifford Tolley Award was Clifford Tolley was a longtime resident, orchidist, coach, deputy clerk for the school, as well as the high school math and science teacher. The Tolley Academic Scholarship is given to a student who has shown dedication to sticking with advanced math and science classes. This is not necessarily given to straight A student, but rather a student who works hard for their success. This year, the Tolley Academic Scholarship recipient is Skylar Perkins. Loveland Funeral Chapel offers a $500 scholarship to a student who meets the criteria of being an average Joe or Josephine. This scholarship is intended for those students who may not be eligible for other awards. And this year, the applicant who receives this award is Ryan Jackson Nelson. This year, we have a new scholarship offered by Maxine Hines. She contacted us about finding a student who is very interested in the STEAM field: science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. The student has done a senior capstone project researching the use of mushrooms to replenish soils. The recipient of this $1,000 award is Trinity Getman. Cove Booster Club gives a scholarship each year to a student who will be attending any type of continued education after high school. The Cove Booster Club recipients this year are Maggie Frisch and Rachel Baird for $250 and Skylar Perkins for $500. The Ken and Jeanette Knott Family Fund of Oregon awards scholarships each year to students from Cove High School with the criteria that they must be attending educational training after high school, be it 4-year, 2-year, or a technical school. The Ken and Jeanette Knott scholarship selections being awarded $1,000 each this year are Maggie Frisch and Ryan Jackson Nelson. The Hansen family awards a scholarship in the name of their son, Dwayne, each year to an applicant that has shown a love for the game. Dwayne Hansen was active in sports and coached for a couple years before he passed at a very young age. The scholarship focuses on sportsmanship, being part of a team, and encouraging others. This year, our award goes to Skylar Perkins. The Mid-Columbia Bus Company is once again giving a $500 scholarship to a Cove High School graduate. This year, the award goes to Coy Wadsworth. Bank of Eastern Oregon has awarded Kaylee Mansfeld and Maggie Jo Frisch $500 each. The DeWoos Kekritz Trust was established by two farmers to help fund students with their education. This year, Rachel Baird and Maggie Frisch each were awarded $2,000. The Cove Education Foundation is a nonprofit organization made up of community members whose primary focus is to help Cove High School students with money for education, as well as provide funding for teachers and classroom activities that may not have been in the budget. Any community member can donate to the organization as well as become members. The foundation offers several scholarships each year and to date has awarded over $50,000 to 60-plus graduates who could be attending a 2-year college, 4-year university, trade school, or other training. The first award is the Cecil and Marguerite Richards Award. Cecil Richards was a graduate of Cove High School class of 1932, and both he and his wife spent their adult years as educators. The scholarship, worth $1,000, was set up by their family to encourage students to pursue their dreams of college and help them overcome any financial difficulties. The Cecil and Marguerite Richards Scholarship recipient from the class of 2022 is Kaylee Mansfeld. The second scholarship is a $1,500 award for outstanding community service. Students must apply and explain how their activities help the community as well as help them grow as a member of society. The recipient of the Community Service Award this year is Skylar Perkins. The foundation also offers a scholarship to a student attending a vocational program after high school. This award is for $1,500 and is awarded to Kaleo Tice. The final award offered by the Cove Education Foundation is the Education Foundation Scholarship, which is also set up to help students pursue a college education. This year, the Education Foundation Scholarship will be awarded to 2 students in the amount of $1,000 each. Congratulations, Maggie Frisch and Ryan Jackson Nelson. The Cove Masonic Lodge awards scholarships to a student or students who have filled out an application and are planning on continuing their education after high school. This year, the Cove Masonic Lodge is awarding $500 to Maggie Frisch, $500 to Trinity Getman, and $500 to Kaylee Mansfeld, and $1,000 to Skylar Perkins. Valley Insurance offers 6 scholarships to students in Union County. This year, one of the recipients of $1,000 is Maggie Frisch. Braden Dickinson has received a Green and White Award through Northwest Missouri State. This award is a partial out-of-state tuition waiver in the amount of $3,700 per year to attend college in Missouri, totaling almost $16,000. Rachel Baird will be receiving University Scholar Achievement Award, $3,000 per year for 4 years maximum. Audrey Garlitz will receive from the University of Mary a $10,000 athletic scholarship and a $7,000 academic scholarship, renewable for 4 years. Kaleo Tice was awarded the Oregon Promise Grant for $3,800, as well as a tuition waiver at Southwestern Oregon Community College for maintaining a high GPA. This waiver will be approximately $10,000. He was also awarded the DeArmond Foundation Award through SWAC for $2,000 for a total of $16,000. Maggie Frisch was awarded the McKnight Scholars Leadership Program out-of-state tuition waiver plus an additional $5,000 during the first 2 years. Total value over 4 years, $70,000. You don't have to keep standing, Maggie, but... She also received the Patricia Johnson Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 and a Cove FFA Alumni Scholarship for $1,000. Skylar Perkins has received the OTEC Trade School Scholarship in the amount of $2,500. Trinity Getman has received an Oregon State University Academic Excellence Award for $5,000, the Disabled American Veterans Auxiliary, $1,500, Women's Marines Association, $1,500, and she also received an award at OSU through the Veterans Administration for full tuition. This totals approximately $56,000 in aid. Haley Mansfeld has received the Gene and Denver Ginzy Scholarship for $1,000. Eastern Oregon University Scholar Awards, $1,750. EOU Fort County Housing Award for $500. The Patricia Johnson Memorial Scholarship for $500 and a Cove FFA Alumni Scholarship for $1,000, totaling close to $6,000. There are a few other awards we haven't heard results for yet, but for those of you who like numbers, and this was written by our math teacher, the total of awards for the class of 2022 at this time is just $270,000. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you so much to all of the contributors. We, on behalf of our graduates, want you to know how much you are appreciated. At this time, we also recognize our senior athletes. These students represent Cove High School not only by participating in sports, but by being leaders on and off the court or field. While no scholarship is given, we want the recipients to know that we have appreciated their time and effort, as well as the hundreds of hours in practice and riding buses. We have truly enjoyed watching them participate. The Senior Athlete Awards this year go to Rachel Baird and Skylar Perkins. Now, for the moment that you've all been waiting for, we have to present diplomas to the class of 2022, and we have school board members, John Frisch and Steve McLean, to hand out those diplomas. Graduates, as your name is announced, please come to the stage to get your diploma. Rachel Grace Baird. Rachel will be attending EOU in the fall to complete her undergraduate work before continuing to George Fox University to get a degree in physical therapy. Braden Dickinson. Braden will be studying to become an X-ray technician at Northwest Missouri University. Quinn Dobbs. Quinn will be attending the University of Montana in Missoula to obtain a degree in forestry. Bryce English. Bryce will continue to work farming and become a productive member of society. Maggie Jo Frisch. Maggie will be attending Oklahoma State University with plans to study animal science and agricultural communications. Audrey Cecilia Garlitz. Audrey will be attending the University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota to study communications, science disorders, and she will be participating in NCAA Division II soccer. Trinity Joanne Getman. Trinity will be pursuing an environmental science degree at Oregon State University. She has been accepted to the Honors College. Trinity is distinguished as having completed the senior capstone this year, which involved independent research and an adjudicated oral presentation. I don't want to mess this up, but her study was an application of P. ostreatus in bioremediation. And if you need to know how to pronounce that, you probably want to talk to Trinity. Madison Aaliyah Harvey. Madison plans to help her boyfriend build up the family hay tarping business. Ryan Ray Jackson Nelson. Ryan will be attending Treasure Valley Community College and then transferring to a four-year university to become a high school history teacher. Ethan Andrew James. Ethan has committed to the United States Air Force and will begin his training this fall. Thank you for your service, Ethan. Madeline Grace Johnson. Maddie will be attending Blue Mountain Community College this fall and transferring to EOU to finish a degree in psychology. Isaac Jeremy Lee. Isaac will be attending at Treasure Valley Community College and become an electrician apprentice. Kaylee May Mansfeld. Kaylee will attend EOU with the intent to earn a business administration degree and pursue a career as a realtor. Taryn Adam Matthews. Taryn will be working and saving money while continuing to write video game programs and hoping to become rich and famous. Damon Lee Nipper. Damon plans to enlist in the Army and become a wheel mechanic. Thank you for your service, Damon. Aaron Joel Edward Painter. Aaron hopes to work on a fishing boat doing masonry this summer, then pursue a degree in underwater welding. Skylar Wayne Perkins. Skylar intends to become an electrician apprentice, but has not committed to a specific school just yet. Jaylee Sage Pearson. Jaylee will be attending cosmetology school with the hopes of having her own business. Carly Renee Shirley Porter. Carly will be working while planning her future, pursuing a career in cosmetology. Hayden T. Taggart. Hayden will be working and saving money while creating video games and possibly writing a book. Kaleo Emeus Tice. Kaleo will be attending Southwest Oregon Community College in the fall to prepare for a career in welding. Coy Ephraim Wadsworth. Coy plans to serve an LDS mission later this year. When he returns, he's planning to attend school to become a graphic designer. Okay, well, I told you, we're going to get there. I am now proud to present to you the graduating class of 2022. I would like to thank you all for attending this very special graduation ceremony.